Fighting a white man, if you knock him out, we'll kill you. He said, just kill my black buggers, I'm gonna knock this white man cold.
Jack Johnson was a man 100 years ahead of his time. Johnson was bold enough to attempt to declare his personal independence in a world defined by race.
I know I'm bad, but he was crazy.
This was the white man's crown, and everybody hated him for it.
Before the world knew his name, Jack Johnson was a poor black boy growing up near the docks of Galveston, Texas. He came from hardship, but even then, poverty could not bury his ambition. As a young man, Johnson entered brutal battle royals where groups of black fighters were blindfolded and forced to fight for the entertainment of paying crowds. It was exploitation disguised as sport, but Jack studied every moment. He learned how to survive. He became more than powerful. He learned patience, defense, timing, and how to read an opponent before the next punch was thrown. His calmness frustrated fighters who expected rage, but instead they met intelligence. As Johnson defeated more opponents, white champions continued refusing to give him a real opportunity at the title. He followed them, he challenged them publicly, and he refused to let boxing's color line erase his greatness. Then, on December 26, 1908, Jack Johnson finally faced world heavyweight champion Tommy Burns in Sydney, Australia. Johnson dominated the fight until police entered the ring and stopped it. That victory made him the first black world heavyweight champion, but the story did not end there. They brought former undefeated champion James J. Jeffries out of retirement. Jeffries was promoted as the man who would restore white dominance in boxing. But before thousands of spectators in Reno, Jack Johnson sent Jeffries down repeatedly and destroyed the myth that had built around him. Jack Johnson did not hide his success. He wore tailored suits, he drove expensive automobiles, he traveled freely, and he lived boldly in a country that expected black men to remain quiet, poor, and invisible. Even his relationships became public controversy. Johnson married white women and refused to let racism decide who he could love. His private life became another target for those already angered by his freedom. When they could not defeat him inside the ring, the government pursued him outside of it. Johnson was prosecuted under the Mann Act in a case widely remembered as racially motivated punishment against a black man who refused to stay in his assigned place. He lived abroad for years before returning to the United States, knowing imprisonment awaited him. The walls could restrict his body, but they could not erase what he had already proven to the world. Jack Johnson did more than win a championship. He shattered a lie about black inferiority, and he refused to apologize for being powerful, successful, loved, and free. Champion, defier, legend. This is Jack Johnson, one of our heroes who God led.